Okay, on number one, I think this will be a little bit easy, in theory.
It's like 3 participation points, right?
I'm sorry. I don't miss this.
Hello?
It
Or,
was a
sorry,
question.
Okay, what's the pattern on that? So, do you guys remember what an explicit formula is? The one where you back up a step. What's the pattern on number one? Plus 4. So what would come right before the 12? 8. So you just do 8 plus 4. And to add the same number over and over, you put an N right there. I wonder if that's how this worksheet wrote it. See if I can find it. It is how they wrote it. Okay, number 3, what is the pattern there? X. What is the pattern there? At the end, it's negative 227, negative 481. I think it's a geometric pattern. So let's plug in what's 1/6 divided by 1/4. So basically, I think the pattern is times 2/3. That's what it looks like, but it's kind of hard to tell just by looking at it. So if you're not sure and you think it's geometric, do what's 1/6 divided by 1/4? What's 1/9 divided by 1/6? It's 2/3. So the pattern is times 2/3. So how would I back up one step from negative 1/4 divide? So what's 1/4 divided by 2/3? Yeah, negative 3/8. And then we want to multiply by 2/3 over and over. So the exponent would be the n.
You live off of biscuits. And cheese. A bowl of cheese and a biscuit is what you live off of, and I don't know how you're still alive.
She's a medical miracle. Medical miracle. Okay, on number 5, we're supposed to use recursive. On recursives, you're supposed to define the first term. And then in the formula, you're supposed to use the previous term, like t sub n minus 1. So what is the pattern? Times 2. So, so the nth term is 2 times the previous term. So it would just look like that. Okay. What's the pattern on number 7? Kind of hard to tell in the first 2, but can you tell in the second, third, and fourth? Plus 200. So the first term is negative 27. I kind of feel like recursive is actually easier if you understand the t sub n minus 1 thing. That just is referring to the previous term. So the new term is going to be the previous term plus 200. How are we going to find the 10th term on number 9? Plug in 10. Oof. You guys might have to do that. That's a large number. I can't do it in my head, and I didn't grab the answer sheet. I can do number 11. It's a lot easier. Okay, so 11 would be 27 plus 7 times 10. So it would be 97. $13, back to explicit again. They're telling us it's an arithmetic. I don't know why they went back to arithmetic, but whatever. Okay, so the pattern on 13 is plus 10. So if we back up one step, what would come before 21 is 11. We do 11 plus 10 over and over. On 15, the pattern is minus 2. If we back up one step, what would come before 9 is 11. We would subtract 2 over and over. Like I said yesterday, if you want to check your answers, you can just plug in like 3 and see if that gives you the third term. Plug in 4, see if that gives you the fourth term. You can tell if you're doing it right or not. Okay, number 17. How do you get from negative 28 to negative 58? Minus 30, right. Okay, we're going back to a recursive formula. So the pattern is minus 30. So I'm just going to say the previous term minus 30. Yeah, easy peasy.
Will it be this easy on the test?
No, the test will be more like what we did yesterday.
Mr. Jordan.
There's a few of these on the test.
Why would you make this so easy if tomorrow's going to be so much harder?
Because this is the best I could find.
That's bullying.
Okay. 19, what's the pattern? How do you get from negative 40 to negative 38?
Plus 2.
Plus 2. Alright. So t sub n equals t sub n minus 1 plus 2. There are a few like this. This is the most, the problem that occurs the most often on the test. But, you know. And this is kind of like sigma too, you know. Basically the sigma is a explicit formula. Yeah, well, there's recursive and there's explicit.
Are there like an even dispersed amount?
No, explicit occurs more often. Okay, 21, because let's see. From 1 to negative 3 to positive 9 to negative 27. What is the pattern? Times negative 3. They're telling you in the directions it's geometric, so you know it's times something. We're going back to explicit. So that means we need to back up 1. So if we divide by negative 3, it'll be negative 1/3. And then going forward, we want to multiply by negative 3 over and over. So we want this exponent to be the variable. As n increases, this gets multiplied more and more. Okay, number 3 is the same thing. What the heck? Come on, people. Okay, well, it's almost the same thing. So if I divide by negative 3, the start would be negative 1. Okay, 25, we're doing recursive again. the pattern is times negative 5. So define the first term, which is 2. And t sub n would be negative 5 times the previous term, t sub n minus 1. You guys remember 29 and 30 from geometry? I don't know how they, well, I guess it's just random review questions that they put on there.
But we're not doing it right.
Just for fun, dude. Don't you want to do it for fun?
No.
I was just saying, I don't remember.
Just like you switched
Well, kind of. The rules were kind of hard to remember, but on 29, it's kind of have to use your imagination. It would rotate 180, so it'd be like in the second quadrant instead of the fourth quadrant. I would be at the top. Instead of at 2, negative 5, it would be at negative 2, 5. Okay, anyways. 27, what's the pattern? Looks like it's times negative 4.